Hello, my name is Anshul Fernando, and I'm going to share with you a story that has been quite impacting for our family and for our families that we support in Papua New Guinea. In this drawer here, we've got some blue bird wings. They come from Bougainville, and they are captive bred by the 80 families that we support. And what ended up happening back in June of 2015 is that we had some fish and wildlife officers who came into our place of business, and they had taken approximately 1,200 butterflies into their possession, and they wanted to authenticate the permits that we have for importing them. And that's normally no problem, and it's fine, and it's an expedited process. It's just a matter of verifying that the permits are legitimate. But this particular time, it was taking a long time. So July, August, September passed by, and we were unable to sell these butterflies because they were in their possession. And what transpired is that we were unable to now send the funds that we would normally send to these families each and every month. So their money dried up. Now, as it is, Papua New Guinea has a 95% unemployment rate. It's a very challenging existence out there. And so the tribal chief who we're working with, he was facing tremendous pressure to be able to provide for the families, and he was getting quite upset that we were unable to provide those resources that we had committed to. What ended up happening is that his life was in danger. And his life being in danger is not just a theoretical possibility, it's a very real phenomenon that takes place in Papua New Guinea. When people don't make good on their debts, when people don't follow through with what they're saying, their lives are at stake. And I knew very clearly, based on what I had heard with previous people who have fallen short on their word in New Guinea, is that their lives have been taken. Either they've been speared in the head or shot or macheted. Now, I didn't want that to happen, and especially didn't want that to happen as a result of us not being able to provide. So in September, I scrounged up every last cent that I had, and I sent the money down, hoping to secure the safety of his life. And at the same time, I made a request to the fish and wildlife officers, and I showed them the pictures of the families that are being impacted by their delay. I showed them the story about how we are supporting these families, and I pleaded with them to expedite the process of just releasing the specimens back because the permits were all in place. And within 24 hours, I got a call back saying, yes, the specimens are ready to be released. Please come and pick them up. So I went the next day, and I could see that the officers were quite moved and touched. And I mean, of course, it's very moving and touching for us as well, because we've come to learn about these families, we've gotten connected with them, and so once we got the specimens back, well, we were now able to produce the artwork that we needed to produce for the Christmas season. I am happy to report that the chief's life was saved. The families were all informed of the resumption of our business activities and our relationship with them, and the renewed confidence that we were able to instill in them to have faith that our relationship is going to continue for years to come. And that preserved his life. And I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to provide a solution which, if it had not been done, it would have ended quite gravely. I don't know how I would have been able to live with myself with that. That's a major victory. And I'm very happy that the families are all intact, the chief is intact, and we get to continue our relationship with them. And here's just another example of some specimens that are bred by these families. This is the Queen Victoria birdwing. Now, New Guinea is a very interesting place. There's a lot of use of violence to solve conflicts. So I've wanted to go to Papua New Guinea many a time. Now, there are many areas that are completely safe. It just so happens to be that the farm where we're supporting, it's not so safe. And so over the last years I've been asking, can I please come and visit and, you know, experience what you guys are experiencing? And the chief unfortunately has said every time, look, I cannot guarantee your safety. It's pretty dangerous out here, and because you're a butterfly collector, the folks here would be feeling quite threatened. So if you brought your net and you're collecting, it would be just like you accidentally running over their chicken. They have an eye for an eye mentality. So if I took one of their butterflies that's flying on their property, well, my safety's at stake. Same thing with taking pictures. So I have a family to protect and provide for, and so I haven't had a chance to go and visit our farm. And it's unfortunate because it's a lifelong dream of mine to go and see Papua New Guinea, especially the areas where these particular butterflies are flying. So that's the story that I wanted to share with you guys. The butterfly farming that we engage in, it has real impact. Not just the forested areas that we are working with get to be preserved, but that these families get to rise out of their poverty. They get to have a subsistence that is meaningful. We're able to put water wells and schools and medical clinics in the vicinity, all through butterfly farming. So when people out there support our business by buying these sustainably raised species, the lives of these families are positively impacted. The areas that are protected are positively impacted. And so I want to encourage each and every one of you who's watching this video to really get a glimpse of what we are up to and the far-reaching effects of having such a program in place. It gives me a lot of joy. I absolutely love doing what I'm doing because it's meaningful at every level. These are absolutely gorgeous species, and I would like to see these continue to exist for my children's children to be able to enjoy. If you like this story, please share it, because the word needs to go around. Thank you for watching.